Yes, I can.
Ah, I had my mic muted. Yeah, that would make it difficult to hear me. Yes.
It's in the D&D stream without the mic doing something wrong.
It, hey, I always say it's not one of my streams unless it's scuffed. But we're good now. So hi everyone. I guess you haven't been hearing me until now, so I'll say again. Thank Dice Bard. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the library. This is it's about 95% technical problems, and we do a little bit of D&D on the side. Just this is actually a tech channel. But in a but
Yes.
yeah, that aside, Gallant, the lovely robot to my left. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Good. And how about you, Rin, the orbular fellow to my far left?
Doing good, doing good.
You're Gallant. I know it. I mean, not Gallant. Bhom. I know you. I tell you this every time, but could you wait a minute?
Raise the volume.
Um. Well, I tried raising my output, but I can't hear you any better. So that.
Oh,
I think it might have just made me louder.
oh.
Yeah, all right, putting that back down. Anyway, so how are you? How are you two? Wait, did I literally just ask how you're both doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna move right on past that. And I'll ask. Do you guys remember what happened last time?
Yes. No, yes. We were talking with somebody. I think it was talking to the dog lady. And then something about liver and the teeth.
A bomb's quest for the liver.
Right.
It's been completed. I just need to turn it to perfume.
Right. As a quick recap, then, you're the third member of your little. Well, I'd say you're a party, but you're more of a general acquaintances so far. One of your acquaintances, the strange elven druid Wisteria, had to go into the forest for, you presumed, druid reasons, and during that time, you met the beast woman alchemist Antonella, shortened to Nelly, and you were presented with an offer to escort her and the 20 kobolds you captured to the capital of Emer, known as Spear Point, so they could be studied for as of yet unknown purposes. You agreed, effectively being hired as bodyguards, and in that she needed your help to acquire some materials so that she could create some homunculi to pull the carriage that was meant that she intended to use as transport. After going about for a bit, you eventually managed to track down a necromancer who seemed to have his pick of bodies from the battlefield, and sold you some relatively fresh teeth and liver from a dead orc. With that, you not only got the teeth that you needed to complete the homunculi, but you also obtained the liver, which you have asked your new companion Antonella to turn into a perfume to hand over to the strange merchant, the Mole Man, whom Stu helped out earlier.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Well, so you guys got all that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Then we resume shortly after we stopped last time. Antonella has come out from one of the upstairs portions of the abandoned wizard's tower that she's turned into her own lab, with a rather plain-looking vial, and smelling weirdly salty, like it's like she's walked out of a spice cabinet in a way.
Oh.
As she holds up the rather plain-looking vial and says, "Well, it took me a bit longer than I would have liked, but," she holds out the vial to you. This is one vial of orc liver perfume. Would you mind telling me why you needed a bottle of orc liver perfume?
Moment need perfume. I get
Yeah.
liver, you make perfume. Is that
The
perfume? Well,
mole
liver.
man needs his perfume. Like that.
You know a mole man. She's kind of looking at you both
Yes,
with some
mole
heavy
man.
skepticism.
It's the local trader. That's just what we know him by. Or no,
An interesting moniker.
it's the guy we went on the.
I see. So that would be the gentleman who, and she kind of looks outside at the stables where all of the kobolds are tied up. Okay, I'm beginning to see the picture now.
Mm-hmm.
I smell the perfume. Does it smell nice?
It actually does smell quite nice. Have you ever been in like a pub, in like the public shower after a gym, but in a gym, but like a really good one, where it's got all these different like smells and scents of shampoos all mixing together in the steamy air?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the
Alright.
that's the kind of scent that you get from this. It's a very deep smell with lots of layers that sort of change and shift as you're smelling it.
Moment like this smell terrible.
And with you saying that it smells
never
terrible,
understand.
Antonella puts her hand on her chest and looks visibly affronted.
This is just like. Have you imagined Raze is too short to snip it, so he like crawls up Bhom's side.
The liver smell nicer. Why we make into liquid when we could have passed it in solid?
Raze is just like, oh, because Raze is just like holding his face. Oh my god, okay. The
Bhom,
liquid is easier to transport and easier to use. And it also smells nicer. I don't know why you think the raw liver smells nicer than this.
Bhom, with your questioning
Problem
of
with nose, I
why,
see you have.
Bhom, with your questioning of why you would turn liver into perfume, Antonella just gives you a strange look and says, I did it because you asked me to.
I don't understand why Moment want this.
Oh,
But he give gold coin.
oh,
but
you meant
so
why
I give
he would want it. Oh, okay. Well, you leave that. Well, I'll leave your business with that mole man to yourself. As she takes out two significantly larger red vials, these being the ones that she dropped the orc teeth into, which you now see has some sort of weird fetus inside. I have to plant these.
Redman, she's making more bird people.
I'm not making more bird people. These are homunculi, a specific kind of homunculi that I've designed to be able to pull a cart.
She's making hummus.
This isn't.
I used to eat hummus from ground.
She looks like she looks like she wants to say something, but just turns to Raise. I'll leave him to you as she walks outside towards the back.
Why are we here again? I thought we just get fish. I haven't eaten fish yet. Fish still sleeping there. Can I eat
just,
fish
like,
now?
Holds his face and like holds his hand out for the perfume. Okay, we need to get supplies. I'm gonna go bring this to the mole man. You go get the supply.
Supplies? What supplies?
Like food and water.
I whip out my mushrooms. Supplies.
Oh. He's just holding his face.
I go get water, and then I just take like a piece of the wagon and shape it into a small bowl.
Oh, are you just ripping off a plank of wood from the wagon?
Yes. I got no bowl, bro. So I'm taking a piece from the wagon.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, sorry, I need to find my. Alright. Wait, where is it? Alright. Let's go. 14.
Okay, with a 14, you manage to rip off a plank about the length of your arm. And upon hearing this,
Wonderful.
Antonella runs around the side of her tower lab and just looks at you standing there with a chunk of her wagon in your arms.
I smile, huh? I make bowl.
Raze is already like with the perfume slinking off into a shell.
You plant already so fast. I am making bowl now.
just the faint sound of Ray's face palming as he walks away.
Bhom, you see Antonella take out a little baggie of small blue pills and pop one in her mouth and say, This is going to be a long journey. As Raze, where are you going?
I'm taking the perfume to the tavern where I'd assume the mole man would be at this time.
You would be correct. The tavern is kind of trashed. You can see the telltale signs of a brawl having broken out here. What with the broken chairs, the one unconscious guy hanging from the banister that the barkeeper is trying to poke down with a broom. And off in the corner is just the little mole man counting his gold and smiling quite pleasedly to himself. You see that the little tray he had of health potions is completely empty.
I can't get over the concept of like it just shows like the door and then Rise walks through like a small hole in the wall next to the door.
You know what? Yeah, that's exactly what happens. You see that several of the tavern's windows are broken as well.
Oh,
Nice.
He's just like looking around as he walks through, and then just like walks up to the mole man. So he he holds out the vial. We got you the perfume.
Ah, as he spots the vial, he picks it up and kind of observes it, turns it around. He uncorks it and does a big sniff on it, and then he corks it again. Ah, yes, this will fetch nice price, good price. Still needs a better. He takes another sniff of it, and then he takes another big sniff. He's
He came,
Yes, it needs a better bottle, but it will sell. It will sell. How much did I agree to pay you? How
raises is like thinking with all that happened that just slipped his mind entirely.
he's I
Raises just
the mole man says, I believe it was 20 gold. Yes.
sounds good to me.
Ah, as he t-
Bhom.
as he neatly segments 20 gold from his little pile and slides it over to you. It was a pleasure doing business. Do you have a guild card?
Raises like, I'm a foreigner. I'm from out of country. I do not.
Ah, so you have not signed up with the Adventurers Guild, yes?
No, I have not.
Ah, Well, if you do, and if we should run into each other again, be sure to hand me your card. I am sure that we could do more business in the future.
Raises like does a little salute. It'd be a pleasure, and then he wanders back out to go and stop Bone from burning down the town.
So, Bomb, we cut back to you. Do you have a torch on you?
A torch? Oh, is it because it's nighttime?
No, I'm just asking in general. Just
Oh no, I don't have a torch.
I see.
Not yet.
I see. So, shortly after you tried to make a bowl, Antonella took the board from you and basically, well, not basically, literally took out a small vial of glue and glued it back on in place. It's slightly askew, but she has quite firmly told you to not to do that and instead just handed you an empty barrel.
Dog lady work fast. I do not know how she conjured this thing, but like bowl I use. I walk out and I go to the nearest well.
As you're leaving, Antonella mutters, "How does he know what hummus is, but not a barrel?"
I went to culinary school. In the
Bone went
woods.
AKA he broke into culinary school.
No, it's just the scrolls taught me the ways of culinary.
Can't wait for Bone's next feat to be culinary master.
Oh God.
Cooking the best soup.
Oh God. So you do find the time well. You find the time well. You're No, you
Nice.
find the town well. It seems to have the the customary winch and bucket system, with the bucket being currently being lowered.
Is someone lowering the bucket now?
No, it's just the bucket's lowered.
Oh, the bucket's lowered. Okay. I grab the rope and then I I'm like shaking it, and then I say, "Anybody home?
Can't wait.
Water. I need water."
Can't wait for
So
him to pull up that bucket and the last kobold we forgot about attacks.
I shout down the well. I need water. Any water here?
Bhom, as you shout down the hole, you hear a soft groan coming from inside the well.
Oh my god.
I think that's water. Must make noise. I throw it on the barrel.
No.
You're throwing the
I
barrel
imagine
down
this
the
is the
well.
part when I imagine this is the part that Ray's walks in on directly after the barrel falls in the well.
No, the
smile
barrel
at
doesn't
Reyes, I
fall
give him the
into
thumbs
the
up.
well. The barrel instead plugs the well, as its width
Oh.
is
Oh,
as its width makes it so it becomes stuck inside the well. It's not falling.
Oh, no.
You've corked it.
Oh.
man's really just took the Donkey Kong approach to this, huh?
Then I pull the string. Stuck. I pull it.
What are you pulling?
Oh, I'm pulling the string upwards because the barrel is low. I mean the bucket's lowered, right? So I assume the bucket is below the barrel. So I'm pulling the bucket up now.
All right,
Oh
as
my god.
okay, as you attempt to pull the rope up, as you attempt to pull the bucket and rope up, you hear a scratching sound, and you see that the rope has been pushed to the very edge of the well and is now basically stuck between the barrel and the wall.
I pull harder.
No.
Roll a strength
I
check.
can't. I
Okay,
oh my
let's
God.
go.
He's not gonna burn down the village. He's gonna drought it.
I'm just gonna break the well. Oh, I got an 18.
All right, with an eight. All right,
This
with
may
an
or
eight,
may not be a good thing.
All right, with an 18, you do get pull the rope up. Unfortunately, the barrel is still
Sweet.
pinching it between the wall and itself, so the rope snaps.
Oh my god.
I look at Ray's. Where's the
This
water?
is the part where Ray's walks in.
I'm holding the rope up to him. Barrel didn't come up. Now
He
what?
just like looks down at the well that is plugged. Oh my god.
Yeah, Ramen want to grab barrel down hole. Tie rope to you. I pull you up. You grab barrel.
I do not trust you.
Trust. See squirrels. Squirrels trust me. And then all the squirrels shake their heads.
Yeah, the various squirrels adorning Bomb's body are all looking at you, Ray, like, hey, don't drag us into this.
I can't believe Bohm's only voice of reason is a bunch of squirrel.
Yes.
Ray just like goes into full heavy mode, like pulls, like unplugs the barrel from the well and just like looks down.
So as you look down, you notice the bucket just floating idly on the surface of the water. Also, there's a guy down there.
Oh my god.
You see
Oh, there's a bar fight. Someone ought to be drunk.
Yeah, you see a man dressed in green, probably one of the soldiers from last night, seems to have stumbled and fallen into the well itself, only to be caught by the bucket. But when the rope snapped, the bucket and himself fell into the water, which seems to have woken him up now, as he's like, where am I? As he calls up, hey, is there can anybody hear me?
Just like looking at, I can hear you. Yes.
Why are you speaking to water, Bunnyman? Water talk back.
Can you send down the rope? Can you? And then he looks down and picks up the frayed end of the rope and looks up. Oh shit!
Are we able to like unwind more of the rope?
Well, you've got half the rope, but it's only half the rope. It only goes
Oh.
halfway down the well.
Dang.
I don't think I have any rope either. Oh no.
I don't think I can fit in well, Bunny Man. I stick my leg inside there. I think you should go in there.
Ray just like looks at him. I'm not doing that. Reese is
Oh
just
my
like
god.
thinking really hard right now. How far down is he?
About 30 feet.
Oh my god.
Dang. Wow.
Well,
Reese is just, like,
wait, no,
just,
no,
like,
no, not
scratching
30
his
feet. He's about 15 feet down. I was thinking about the total depth of the well. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So, hmm. Reese just like thinks for a second. He looks at like the rope, thinking, and he just like looks down the well. So, Bhom's got some long arms. He can reach like 10 feet.
I think you should go down hole.
Reese is just like, no,
Yes.
because I'm smaller than you are. He's just like thinking, and then he's like, okay. I assume this well might be enough to fit like the upper half of Bone down because I'm planning on just going full weight and just dangling him down like a rope.
I don't think I can even fit in there, bro.
Roll, roll me an, I want to say either acrobatics or athletics check to see if you would be able to fit in there.
Alright.
Athletics just shatters the
Oh,
well.
sheesh. I can fit in there. I'm 17, I think. I think I can fit in there. I'm
Ah.
17.
With the 17, yes, you would be able to fit in there, although it is going to be a tight scrape.
That's all I can fit in there.
Oh,
Never
boy.
mind. I go in hole. Since Redman don't want to go in hole, I go in hole. Squirrels hold me, and I jump in.
No, I grab him by the legs and I dangle him in there gently.
So,
I never knew squirrels so strong, and then I pull downwards.
okay. So, Raze, with you holding onto Bomb's legs and holding him upside down like you're the fucking crocodile hunter. you, Bomb, your extra long arms are able to grab onto the soldier as he says,
Oh, sweet.
thank you, thank you, stranger.
I assume it's the most horrifying thing he's seen is like, like the beast titan, like, and just like dangling in the darkness.
Let's
Oh my god.
let's not
The
think.
light reflecting off his eyes like a cat in the dark hallway.
Yeah,
Let's not
man.
think about that. And yeah, Raze, with your increased weight, yeah, you're both able to pull them out. You're able to pull them both out to safety with relative ease.
Sweet.
The soldier
Can I get any
is
water from the bucket?
yeah. The soldier is soaked through, but mostly unharmed.
It's cold and one hell of a way to get rid of a hangover.
Nice. Yeah, quick shower.
Yeah, he looks around and says, I think I need to go. I think I need to rejoin the others. But thank you again, citizens.
Did you get water? I need water.
Raises turns. I can dangle you down again. Fucking the bomb.
Good idea. I jump into the hole again.
Oh my god.
As the soldier sees Bomb do this, he picks up one end of the rope that he had that fell down with him, and the other end that snapped, and Bhom kept and says, I'm pretty good with knots. I can probably just tie these together.
Bhom's already like in the well.
halfway in the well.
Yeah, and as he sees that, he says,
He's-
yeah, I'll do that. And once it's constructed, he hands over the repaired rope and says, here, consider this thanks for getting me out of there.
Graze does like a little salute and says, and he goes to get water, I guess.
I take my head out of the well. I can't reach hole of water. Water too far.
Ray just pulls him out.
So the soldier departs,
we reach
and with
water
the
now.
so the soldier departs, and with the repaired rope and now I'm guessing the retrieved bucket, you are in fact able to fill up a single barrel of water relatively quickly.
Sweet.
We.
Redman's tactics, not bad. Very good. Get water.
Ray's just like holding his head and then just. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright.
I never have
water.
hole in
We got.
ground for water. Always by
We-
lake.
Do we? I think we stole like 5 pounds of all of each type of the food that the kobolds had, like the
Oh, yeah.
roasted and salted fish and the
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
We took a
mushrooms.
Yes, you did.
I have about 5 pounds each.
So
we. Oh,
you have
I
about
feel like that'll last us a good bit.
Yeah, you tallying it up and looking at the various and counting the kobolds and Nelly, you have about a week's worth of food for a 2-week journey.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I count the jerky in my hands.
I
Reese,
don't
like-
believe Bhom can count.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying.
He's
It's
like-
I'm just pointing at them and trying to remember.
He's got like glasses on, but they have no lenses.
Yeah, wonderful, yeah. It's like slightly crooked.
They're
Twig is on like it's one of the sides of it. We got jerky, good amount. I think enough, and then I eat like half of it. Okay, not half of it. I eat like a handful.
Oh my god.
all right.
So we
You-
have 5 pounds of each. I think Bone just ate like a third of
No,
our.
no. I ate 1 pound. Or like half a pound. It's like one
Let's-
handful of jerky.
jerky.
Let's
That's a lot of food to eat in an instant.
Okay, just a handful. It's not really like by pounds, just a handful. And the ones I was counting in my hand, I ate it.
One.
Good, very good. And I ate it.
either way, you have a
Where we get
week's worth
more.
of food and 1 barrel of water. What would you like to do next?
I like to go hunting.
Oh my god. It's just like. Oh my god.
Raze, what would you like to do?
I'd like to go to the store like a civilized person.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
So I take it you're entering the general store.
Yes. He's just like, oh my god. As he walks through.
So as you enter into the general store, the half-orc manager that you saw earlier gives you a nod and says, "That bugbear isn't with you, is he?"
No.
Good.
He's off hunting, which I'm convinced is just him running in circles with a stick. So
He does seem the type, yeah. So what can I do for you?
Me and my party are taking a 2 week long journey down to Spear Point. We already have 1 week's worth of rations. How much would another be?
Depends. A week's worth of rations for how many people?
Raises is like thinking, and he's like, so we have me, Hysteria. And 20 or so kobolds.
Sounds like you've got a veritable militia. That cost will run you about I'd say about 25 gold.
That's all the gold we got for the perfume, plus 5, and yeah, I can pay that.
All right, and that's now keep in mind those rations are just involve food rations. If you want water, that's another thing.
I think I've got water covered.
All right then. He takes your gold and goes into the back of the shop where he returns with several sacks of food, which he hands over to you.
With Ray's like ties together into just like basically one big sack that he just slings over his shoulder.
Oh, and a bit of advice. This one's on the house, but since you're foreigners, or you should know that the country's at war here. Things aren't exactly going to be peaceful, and granted, you are civilians, so you'll probably make it through just fine. But some people can get a little iffy if they spot a chance to make a little bit of extra gold on the side. So keep your wits about you and try not to mess with the wrong people.
No, that Ray's nods and walks off after paying, of course.
All right. So you now have a full 2 weeks worth of supplies and rations. Bhom, roll me a survival check to see if you hunt anything.
Yeah, let's go. I'm hunting for some boar.
Oh boy. Here we
Oh, I
go.
got a 9. I got a 9.
Like we said, running in a circle with a stick.
In a undetermined circle.
All right.
Did I catch anything?
No, you do not.
Oh, dang it. Dang it.
You get nothing. You're too big and you're too stomping that you scare away anything before you can, actually catch it.
Dang it. I have 3 stealth though. Well, it's okay. All is good. I come back to raise with like disheveled fur and handful of nuts. More
As a
food.
Rays is like walking with the big like sack of ration.
Oh, good hunting. I see. I bring back nuts. You bring back leather. Good.
Where did you get a? Did you say leather or letter?
Oh, leather. I assume he's carrying a leather bag or something of the rations.
Okay.
Or like some sort of bag.
It's more burlap than leather, but yeah, close enough.
Burlap, yeah. Okay, sweet. I don't know how we eat that, but okay. I eat nuts.
Rays is just like. So, I guess we head back to the cart with the supplies.
Yeah.
So, as you head back to the cart with the supplies, you see that it's kind of been transformed. The canvas covering over the top of it has been replaced, and from it you see that there are now almost that there are several bird cage sized bird cages, and inside each of them is a kobold dangling from the kind of wooden skeleton inside. So they they each have a little hatch out the back and the front that their legs and tail stick through.
Nice. Whoa. Interesting. Put food in display. I like it.
Reese is just like, oh my god, for the last time, we're not going to eat them.
I've been starving. I've yet to make campfire for them. Soon we eat together. I make good fish soup. You should try it.
Reese is just like muttering under his breath. He's like a few steps away from Bum so he doesn't hear. We dropped 19 on the first day of travel. I'm gonna strangle him.
Then I think to myself, he must like fish soup. Go talk to himself. I talk to myself a lot too. I'm talking to myself right now. Very good.
Oh my god. So as you're
my
both discussing
God.
this, you see Antonella come around the side of the tower once again. This time with the canvas sheet that would have covered the wagon, which she uses to put over what food you've placed on there so far, as well as the barrel of water, so it will be protected. As she notices the two of you and says, "Ah, you're back. Get any more supplies?"
Reese is just like, he's got the 3 bags slung over his shoulder. Yep.
Ah, good. She lifts
no,
up
no.
the canvas covering and gestures for you to toss them in.
I
He
pass her
does
the,
so.
pass her the mushrooms, dried fish, and some nuts. I keep the jerky though.
Right. Well, with that, I think we're just about ready. The homunculi are almost grown now, so they'll be ready in just a few minutes.
I can cook it for you. Hummus easy to make.
No, Reese is like, oh my god. Reese is like, we are. Oh my god.
Nelly kind of looks at you and says, "Homunculus. Homunculus. Do you not listen when people say words? Do you just hear things and assume that they're other things? Are you doing this to test me?"
I whispered to Rise. I think she need to use inside voice.
Reese is just like, oh my god.
Do you need to use inside voice too? I'm very good with inside voice. I use sometimes inside tree voice. I have big tree I use inside voice in.
What are... She throws her hands in the air. What are you talking about?
Inside voice, inside
Re-
voice.
Reese is just like, I just imagine as he's saying this, just slowly from off screen, Raise's hands are like rising up to about to strangle him.
I do not need hands now. I need only inside voice. Come, we go eat the fish together now.
We are not
Reese is just
partaking
holding his
in
hand.
kobold cannibalism.
Usually
I
doesn't.
look at the kobolds.
Reese is just like,
Just this one. And I think to myself, that one I will save for later.
I can't. I just have the image in my head, like Raises in full weight, and he's like tracing back and forth, like walking back and forth enough that he's like formed a small ditch he's slowly sinking into.
Yeah. Antonella just kind of puts both of her hands on her face and just pushes up along the back of her head to where it actually moves the curly black hair out of her eyes for a moment before it, quickly springs back down as she says, "Okay. The homunculi should be ready now. I'm going to go dig them out."
Good. May I see hummus?
Homunculus. She like gestures to you and then to herself. I want you to look at my lips, look at how they're forming, and then I want you to say what I'm saying back to me, okay?
Okay.
Now say it, follow me.
Ha.
Mon.
Ha.
Q.
Q.
Lus. Now say it all together.
Hummus.
Regis points at him. That one was out of spite. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Hummus. Oh, I need to see it. My brain hurt.
Regis is just like,
Nelly has no words. She just silently picks up a shovel and goes towards the back.
Oh, good.
oh
We
my
go
God.
digging.
At least he didn't say homusculus. Oh my God.
Good try.
So,
You should learn to say hummus.
do you follow her or...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So,
Reese will follow, but in front of bhom.
So, as
Oh,
you
want to
follow,
see
you
hummus
see
too.
two noticeable bumps in the earth now. They're very cylindrical as well. As she starts uncovering dirt around it, you see an almost cocoon-like structure buried there. Well, it looks like a cocoon. It's long, tubular, and not quite chitinous, but more like it's almost fleshy in a way. As she uncovers them, she also uses the angle of the shovel to like dig them out and roll them onto the grass. And fully uncovered, these things they're pretty sizable. Not like huge, but definitely like the size of a person.
Big hummus. Insect hummus. Nice, tasty.
And after a few moments, she uses the sharp end of the shovel to poke a small hole in each of the strange chrysalises, upon which quite a lot of fluid begins flowing out, and the skin of the chrysalis begins deflating over a vaguely humanoid body. And once it seems like all of the liquid is drained out, the cocoon skin suddenly seems to tighten and conform around said humanoids who, well, they start standing up.
Moo, I don't think you cooked it correctly.
Reese is like, oh my.
As they stand up, you see the cocoon skin become actual skin as it conforms around their digits, of which they only have 3 arranged around a vague semblance of a palm, 2-toed feet, a large muscular frame, and a forward pointed head, kind of with two very round eyes, but no mouth to speak of.
I gotta
I'm
poke one of
picturing
them.
like a weird mix between a xenomorph and a Pikmin, and it's really freaking me out right now.
Um,
I gotta poke one of them.
as you poke one of them, they feel rock solid.
Oh,
They
I don't
also
think
they also
edible.
don't react at all to your pokes. As they've now stood up, Antonella says, "Okay, I think they're just all right. I think they're. Yep, looks like everything's formed up all right." She goes around each of them with a tape measure and begins, measuring the length of the arms, the width of the chest, and nodding occasionally. Yep, yep, yep. Everything seems to be in order. They are ready to pull.
All right.
So this not hummus.
This isn't hummus. These are homunculi. It's the plural. It's the plural form of homunculus.
Whoa. Okay. I
These,
I don't understand where the hummus was rice.
Oh my god.
and you actually see Antonello's ears pick up at that and says, "Not hummus, homunculi. Just say homunculi."
I'm saying same thing.
Ray's just like does the face palm thing, but instead of like raising up, he like raises his hand up and over one of his ears. And it's like, oh my god, just I think it'd be better for both of us if we just let him keep saying that.
But
Because if we keep trying to correct him, it's just gonna get more and more infuriating.
these aren't a chickpea spread. They're creatures made of the fundamental building blocks of life that lack a soul. That's what a homunculus is. And I put a lot of and we alchemists put a lot of work and pride into them.
I'm staring at the homunculus.
Jesus.
Hey, y'all can continue.
This is just Ray's is like genuinely interested in what the homunculus like is. He's like studying it slowly and like turning his head back to bone every once in a while.
Yeah, as Antonella sees you studying it, she actually perks up a bit and says, "These aren't exactly my own original take on them, admittedly, but I did think of adding orc teeth to add a bit more sturdiness." She once again gestures to the general fitness of the homunculi. That's probably where all this came from.
Ray's like nods his head. I see.
Yes. Admittedly, though, they're not going to be too bright. I think the only commands that I programmed into them were, and she turns to them, "Go," as they both begin walking forward in lockstep, and she once again says, "Stop." They stop, reverse, and they walk backwards, and then she orders them to stop again. They've also got left and right, obviously, but
Oh my god, they really are just big Pikmin.
I stare at one of them.
I thought you
and,
said big pickles for a second.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just like that like guy holding his hand out to a butterfly with Ray's holding his hand out to one of these, a pickle.
but yeah, uh, she, she begins directing them with the various commands until she gets them in front of the wagon. At which point she hands the. I don't know what the part is that connects a wagon to the horses, but she hands them that part, and they take it in their three-fingered claws. as she says, "All right, they're hitched up. So, are you ready to get moving?"
We. I thought
I just remember a very important part where we left off. The Jiggy was eating my hand.
Oh my god. I can't.
Can I
I
imagine
can't.
Jiggy's mouth is still just in my hand? I
Oh
was
my
doing all
God.
this.
Oh my god.
Can't get over the image. I can't get over the image of like it's just like, all right, the episode's over, and then the beginning of the next episode, the like Jiggy just on the ground.
No, the Jiggy. I'm still trying to tame the Jiggy. I was wondering why my health was lower, like this entire time.
Oh my
Let's just say that it's been knocked out and attached to the cart.
Oh, sweet. I put it back on my shoulder.
no. He's like, he's specific. Wait a minute, it's probably in a bird cage, which would be really funny to watch.
Oh yeah. I
Well,
just
no,
tie
well,
the bird
no.
cage
It's
on top of
it's been wrapped up in canvas, and that canvas has been tightened with belts, so it basically can't move.
Oh my god.
I attach it upon my back.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Every now and then I'll feed it a bit of jerky.
Roll animal handling.
Oh, let's go. How much life can I lose? I got a 9.
All right, bomb.
No, it's a 17.
All right, bomb. It bites your hand, and you lose 6 HP.
Oh. Okay, it's okay, Jiggy. Oh, I just realized my wisdom is supposed to be +1 instead of -1. So it'll be 11. Does 11 matter? I don't know.
It really doesn't.
Alright.
I think you're counting the wrong one because there's like a new one at the bottom that he rolled.
Sorry, Sean.
It's one
Oh,
with
wait.
the
Oh, did I
very
get
bottom, it's a
17? Oh, I
Yeah.
got 17.
Ah.
Technically it would be 20 or 19. Technically it would be 19.
Ah, okay. All right, so with a 19, the Jiggy does not bite your hand. However, it also doesn't accept any food that comes from it.
It's okay. I think it just needs nappy time. I get grumpy without food, and I think it is full. Nelly probably fed him. Nelly, you feed Jiggy.
Nelly looks at you and says, "I'm not an animal handler."
Yeah.
Jiggy going to starve.
Uh,
I lay the jerky close to the canvas where he can eat it.
Okay, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be taking the bait, but with that,
Yeah.
but yeah, with that, are you guys ready to set out?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And so with that, your journey to Spear Point begins. Let me just get some tunes in here. So, the party sets out with their homunculus-drawn carriage and their kobolds in tow. So, that's muting it. So, the wagon has 2 seats at the front, obviously the driver's seat and the shotgun seat. There is also a seat in the back to watch the rear. So, who's sitting where?
I am sitting up front.
I'll sit on the rear. With the kobolds.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, just taking a note here. So, but with Bomb in the back and Raise at the front. Raise, I want you to make me a perception check as you're effectively, washing.
Sweet.
Um, 14.
Okay. With a 14, as the wagon is rolling along,
You rolled so poorly, the wagon just falls over.
you rolled so poorly, I temporarily went into... Crap, fuck, I had a joke, but I lost it. Dang it, why does this always happen? Anyway, but yeah, with that roll, you do see ahead. You've come back to the place where you met the necromancer and his little, corpse cart.
Sweet.
You see signs that he made camp here, but then moved on, and give me another perception check as you roll by. Bhom, you could make one too if you want.
Sure.
Mushroom Grove, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the library.
I got a 12,
Okay.
and Galen got a 14, I think.
Wait, no.
Is it? Next one. It's a 10.
And
Raise, how much did you get?
10.
Okay, so a 10 and a 12. So neither of you see anything too out of the ordinary, other than, it's a former campsite. And it quickly fades into view, or fades into the rear view. As you're rolling along, Raise, Antonella actually turns to you and says, "So, you have an interest in alchemy?"
It's interesting. I've always been curious in further things. I've only really been taught how to punch things real good, so it'd be interesting to see how other things work.
Well, being able to punch things isn't a bad skill to have, of course, but, if you ever are interested in learning more, I'm still only a beginner myself, but I could try and teach you some things I know.
Raise that. That'd be nice.
Now, I do have my own
I
question.
sing a song to the Jiggy.
What exactly are you? I know your friend back there is a bugbear with somewhat psychopathic tendencies, but I don't believe I've seen something like you.
I'm a gremlin. I lived on a northern archipelago.
Ah, you mean so you're from Chut.
Yep.
You're quite a long way from home.
Yeah. I
And
am also indeed just a little guy.
well,
He does not say that in character.
Okay, good. So, with that, she asks, if I may ask, she points to the jar that you've had strapped to your back. What precisely is in that jar? You seem to be carrying it around everywhere.
Very important thing. Person who raised me and taught me how to punch good tells me never open it.
Well. She looks at it in a way that you can tell in her eyes she really wants to know what's in it now. Like,
Raises single sweat drop.
she quickly shakes her head though. Well, thank you. Well, she then looks at Bhom back there and then back at you. Be honest, do you think that he might be a little, you know, and she kind of taps the side of her head, insane?
He raised like, kinda, yeah, but the fact that he's somehow led here by a holy entity, which was practically confirmed to be to be real, considered he has performed healing and a smite.
Right. That nut god of his.
Mm-hmm.
It's... It's even stranger because, well, as I said, I have heard that there is a small child in Spear Point performing miracles in the name of some kind of god of acorns.
He's just like holding his chin. It's ironic that a lot of our paths bring us to Spear Point.
Well, have you ever heard of the theory of... she's not pausing, I'm just trying to remember the word. Have you ever heard of the theory of synchronicity?
No.
Well, it's quite complicated, but I'll summarize it as best as I can. It's a theory among wizards that since the world is built on various tones and frequencies of magic, that sometimes certain people are on the same tone and they come together naturally with seemingly no external reason. You're all on the same wavelength as it was. I don't particularly believe it, but, well, frankly, I think it might be the only explanation for why you're traveling with that maniac.
Yeah.
Well, that and convenience, he seems quite big and brutish.
He's competent in a fight and tends to be a real good intimidation chip when we need him to be.
Granted that he doesn't open his mouth and starts speaking about hummus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just singing to the Jiggy and the kobolds behind.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, she looks behind and then back at you like she's on The Office. That she's got that kind of expression.
Nice.
Maybe he should start
Jiggy.
wearing a hood and a mask so people can't see his face either.
Yeah.
She has a little chuckle about that. But as we roll on, boom, I want you to make a perception check.
Ooh, alright.
Oh boy.
Let's go. Dang.
Here we go.
Sorry. Got an 8.
God.
So with an 8, you see
I'm too
nothing
busy
out of the
singing.
ordinary.
My Jiggy.
You don't see anything.
And he also can't hear anything on account of his singing.
Yeah.
Now, with that in mind, for the most part, your travel is uninterrupted for the rest of the day until Just as the sun is beginning to wind down, you see cooking fires in the distance. Gallant, is everything alright on your end?
Yeah, my sister's running around. I can't exactly stop her, so.
Right. Well, anyway, as the day begins to change into night, up ahead you do see some cooking fires. As you come to a split in the road, Antonella takes out a map and says, "It seems like both paths will still take us towards Spear Point, although we do have a choice." As she points to the left, this will take us more along the coastline, and we should be able to hit more villages with inns. They should make for a bit more pleasant sleeping, although she points to the right where the cooking fires are. This will be taking us through the heart and center of the country. That will probably mean less inns as you get further away from the sea, but it might be faster.
Faster or comfort?
Not to mention, if we go along the seaside path, we'll probably also have more chances to restock on supplies if we should run low.
Raze looks back at Bhom. It looks back at her. Safest option.
My jiggy.
Agreed.
My jiggy.
As she looks back at Bhom and then ahead, as she gives the command to the homunculi, and they pull the cart to the left. So that particular path takes you on a quite well-worn one that has a view of the ocean to your left.
Jiggy, look! I discovered this yesterday. It is sea. And I gesture to the ocean.
Bhom, as you're speaking to the Jiggy, it's just like continuously letting out a low snarl at you.
Oh, I make sure to have animal speaking with me. What do you call it? Cast animal speaking.
It seems to be giving you the silent treatment, as it just doesn't want to engage in conversation with you.
And that is sand. Sand. And I take out the pockets and I sprinkle a little bit on top of him. Feel good, yes.
As you sprinkle the sand on top of the Jiggy's scaly head, he just stares at you with this all-consuming and utter hatred for you.
I give him some of the jerky.
He once again refuses it.
Oh, who's a good who's a good Jiggy? Meanwhile, the Jiggy, I'm going to kill you.
As you're going along this seaside path, both of you give me another perception check.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 4.
Bhom, you see nothing.
Yeah, as expected.
18.
With an 18, Raze, as you're at the front, you, looking across the water, you can see dotting seemingly what's the horizon. You see a few pinpricks of light shining through in the night, as Antonella looks over and says, It seems like you can still see some of the lights from, it seems like you can see some of the lights from Stat from here.
Raze looks over.
He looks over and...
Raze just like looks over and just like takes in the scenery for a little while.
Also within 18, you detect a faint whiff of something in the air.
Ray's just like looking over the horizon. Ah, that's pretty. What? What? Oh, sorry about her.
Hey.
Ow.
Children.
Yep.
Okay. Are you sure that there's nothing that you can do, like, I don't know, put yourself under a blanket so that the sound can be muffled?
Honestly, you can do what I do. I just mute when I'm not talking, you know?
Ah, God.
She's getting really loud,
I don't
man.
think that's a. I know. Who gave her sugar?
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's not your fault.
Yeah. Uh,
Hmm.
oh my God.
What the fuck is going on over there?
She just started playing video games and she never shuts up.
Boy.
You should
Yeah.
hover over your mute button and click it when you're not talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry for that disturbance, folks. I just had to make sure everything was all right. So continuing on, Rays, on top of seeing the lights across the bay, or not bay, but crap, what's that? Gulf.
Coast.
Yeah, Gulf.
Golf.
Yeah, that's the name for it. After looking at the lights across the Gulf, you do also catch a whiff of something in the air. It's vaguely musky. Kind of like when you've left, kind of like when a room's been left to just sit on its own for a while.
Huh. As the rays will look around. I see where the smell's coming from.
Roll an
Isn't the cart still moving?
Roll an investigation check, and yes,
Oh.
Bomb, yes it is.
Nine.
Alright, with a 9, you can't quite pinpoint it. It's just kind of generally around.
Okay. And then he just like goes back to admiring the view.
So, as the moon begins to rise in the sky, Antonella pulls the cart off to the side of the road and says, I think here should be a good place to stop for the night. We should be able to make it to a town by tomorrow, but for now, this should be a good place to set up a temporary camp.
Oh, stop. Good. Jiggy can go play now.
Wait, what? As she looks back at you, panicked.
No. Oh no.
Jiggy
Rays.
must be tired sitting like this all day.
No,
Must go play.
no.
God.
That he's the opposite of tired. He's got too much energy. He needs so. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? Just do not release that giant raptor creature.
Do not.
What about if leash I tie on neck, hold,
No.
and it play?
No.
Oh my God.
I whispered to Jiggy, sorry Jiggy. They don't want you to play. And I try to feed it more jerky.
It once again refuses it as Antonella just hops off the cart and says, "Let's get a fire going."
Yeah.
So, she gathers up some dry driftwood from the beachside and makes a small pit with it, from which she takes out what looks like some kind of foul-smelling liquid, and after splashing it over the fireplace and striking a match, it pretty much instantly catches and makes a rather comfortable-looking fire.
Nice and warm. Come, sit, Redman.
I guess raise sets.
So as you're all sitting around the fire, Antonella has taken out a pot and she's warming up some of the dried meats into a thin soup. As she's doing it, she looks at you, Bhom, and says, "So, Bhom, was it?
Yes, bhom.
Where do you come from?" And Ray's, you can clearly see in her expression, the real question she's trying to ask is, why are you like this?
Nice. I come from forest far away.
Right. But... And... what... Well, you probably don't know. And how did you come to know your... nut god?
His eyes light up. Oh, we talk about nut god now.
Ray just takes a little blanket and just goes, okay, I'm going to sleep.
Alright.
Well,
Antonella looks at you, Ray's, and is like, wait, please don't leave me alone with him.
Wake up, Redman. We do not
Okay.
I do not think you know of my nut god yet. I come introduce you. Well, when I in forest got rocks, lots of rocks. When I walking, squirrel tell me rocks important. I go to rocks, and then I find bones. Bones good throwing sticks for my other squirrels, bigger squirrels, talking about boars. And amongst these bones, I find package, I find book. I read book. I cannot read. Nuts in book. Squirrels tell me nuts good. Nut god, yes.
As you mention a book, Antonella's eyebrows just keep going up as she says, "Do you still have this book?"
Yes, book. I write my poem inside. I show her my book.
Bhom, would you like to describe the book?
Oh, the book is a prayer book. Basically, it's like a paladin book. So
Right.
book, you see, even tell me necromancer. I cross out bad. I put good because we met one good today.
Right. Could I see that for a moment?
Let me discuss with squirrels. They say good. I pass you book. And I pass the book.
Well, I'm glad I have the approval of the squirrels, she says as she looks at them
Yes.
like... Just...
Council of squirrels.
Oh, they're a council. That's nice.
Yes.
So she opens up the book, and she flips through a few pages, and the look of puzzlement on her face only gets deeper. And
You see my poems. Very good, this one. I write in midday.
well, no. I see your poems, yes, but she turns the book over and Rays, you see that other than his poems, the pages are blank.
This one good one. Very good.
Ray, I imagine both Ray's and Nelly just like look at him, look back at the book, look at him, look back at the book a few times.
Are you not God follower now? Have I converted you?
She Ray, she shows you the point where there's just a random cross on a page. She just closes the book and hands it back. I think I'm fine with I think I'm fine with my religion.
You sure?
Very.
Not God. Very good to me. Make me live long life. I now so tall. Cause of not God.
Right. Good for you, buddy. You know, I bet your nut god wants you to take a good long nap now, don't you think?
You speak good words. I like those words. I go look for nuts now.
Sure.
I
Sure.
stand up and I walk around the forest.
As you get up to walk around, Antonella looks at you, Raze, and says, "So, that happened."
Yeah, that did in fact happen.
Do you think he sees words in there?
Honestly, if he were to like suddenly jut up and be like, "I see words," would you really be that surprised
No.
past the initial shock of him yelling? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, I wouldn't. And that's what scares me.
Boom, just in the background.
can I
Dum,
investigate
dum,
the
dum, dum, dum,
forest?
dum.
Yes, Bomb. Yes, you may. Roll to investigate.
Let's go. I got an 8.
How many 8s have you rolled tonight?
Dude, I don't think I've rolled like above 10
Enough.
except for that one Jiggy encounter.
Okay, with an 8, you find a few loose walnuts.
Oh, let's go. Nice, nice, nice.
But while you're doing that, sorry, I had to do a stretch. Antonella looks at you, Raze, and says, "I think. Well, I think we should just let him sleep and maybe sleep in shifts ourselves, just in case he, gets some crazy idea."
Yeah.
I come back to camp, get with my walnuts.
And as she sees you coming back to camp, she starts speaking loudly. Wow, Raze, look, and if you look up there, as she quickly points up, you can see the constellation Bophades.
Nice. I do not understand.
Well, you.
I bought walnuts.
Right. Good for you. And now maybe you should get some sleep.
Good idea. Maybe I take first watch.
No.
I take care
No,
of small people.
She quickly gets up. No, you can protect us during the daytime. We'll protect you at night.
Oh, I got 4 eyes. No. I got lots of eyes. See squirrel eyes? See jiggy eyes? See my eye? Many eyes.
Also, Otaku Hermit
First watch good.
just redeemed hydrate, so time to drink some water.
Nice.
Refreshing. Now, so, Bhom with you down, she offers to take first watch raise.
Raise accepts, just conks out. Oh god.
Okay.
Sweet.
Alright. So, during the night, nothing happens. As Raise, she wakes you up for your turn at watch, and it's uneventful. As the morning sun peeks over the horizon, you both wake up to the smell of more of the thin, kind of salty soup that she's been making from the dried meat. Some of which she is spooning into the mouths of the kobolds directly, and they don't seem to be in any mood to, be sassy or try to reject it. They're just hungry.
Oh. Oh. Ugh.
Redman, smell that. Good soup. Come, we feed Jiggy together. Maybe you have better hand at feeding Jiggy.
He's just like, holds his head and starts like trying to find just somewhere to sit down real quick.
Alright, looking around for a place to sit, you do see that there's a little residual boulder jutting out from the sand.
Grace will wander over and sit down.
Alright. So, sitting down, you get a good view of the camp and everything around it. Give me another perception check.
Okay. See how well this goes for me.
Dang.
It's 16.
Alright, so with a 16, looking around, you see that there are that you can see a couple fishing boats traveling along the coastline. Most of them for shrimp, though.
Shrimp boat. Ugh.
And let's see, 16. Well, yeah. You just see the boats. The water itself is pretty glistening though, and crystal clear.
Ray just like takes it all in, and just after 3 deep breaths walks back over to whatever Chaos Bhom is doing.
Speaking of, Bhom, what are you doing?
I'm going up to Nelly, who's feeding the kobolds. Dog lady. Care to feed Jiggy? Jiggy never accept my food.
I told you, I'm not an animal handler. He'll probably bite my hand off just like he's trying to do with yours.
No. Love bite. Not that bad.
I'm very worried for you if that's your definition of a love bite.
Jiggy love me. I love Jiggy. Ratman will care to feed Jiggy.
Praise is just holding his head and he's like, Bhom, not right now.
Seeing the state you're
Not
in,
one person.
Antonella takes out a little baggie of blue pills and offers one to you. Here, take this. You sound like you need it.
Praise takes the blue pill.
Alright, so taking the blue pill, your body feels filled with energy and all of your drowsiness suddenly disappears.
That's better, but
Mm-hmm.
I just still don't want to deal with the Jiggy.
Well, we could try to put it. Well, we could try to, put it to sleep.
I go to feed the Jiggy again with some jerky.
As
Jiggy.
you go, she kind of leans over and
It
says,
is
I'm
breakfast.
I'm saying that maybe we could just,
Breakfast time, Jiggy.
Ray just like nods his head and it's just like,
walk, maybe take him for a walk.
This is like a moral conundrum as me as a player.
Yeah, she and she kind of leans over. I mean he's just one Jiggy. He'll probably find another pack to join once he's out in the jungles again.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Okay.
Ray,
Now we just need to need to make sure it's one of us who's doing the walking. Well, we put some food in front of him. We untie him, and then we run like hell.
okay.
I'm still trying to feed the Jiggy.
And no matter what happens, we never tell him. She actually takes her glove off and bites her thumb so it bleeds. Blood pact right now.
Alright, Ray does the same with his like with his blood and just like brings it up.
All right. So with the promise made, she says, "Follow my lead," as she goes back over to Bhom. Bhom, we've been giving it some thought.
Yes, Jiggy having problem eating, trying to give me love, but Jiggy, stop.
Right. About that, we're thinking. See, Jiggies naturally live in the forest, right?
Yes, I live in forest too.
But they don't live in wagons.
I don't live in wagons too.
So maybe the reason that he's not eating is because he's in a wagon and not the forest.
That means I can't eat in wagon?
No. I mean, I'm saying that he doesn't like to eat because he's in a wagon.
I like to eat in the wagon.
Yes, but you're not a jig.
Ray's is just holding his neck.
She stops. Well, you said that you wanted me to feed him, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, how's about this? I'll take him for a walk, like you suggested, into the forest, and I'll feed him there to see and make sure that he'll eat there.
I will walk with you.
There's
You
no...
need someone to stay here and watch the cart.
Exactly.
Redman strong. Redman can take care of all the kobolds. Kobolds don't move, yes.
But Bhom's scarier than Ratman.
But don't worry. If kobolds run, I go eat them. They won't know. I will eat you if you move. And I point at the kobolds.
And Antonella says, right, but how can you eat them if they move, if you're with me in the jungle?
Not long. Maybe 5 minutes. We go for a walk. Short.
But what if the Jiggy
Jesus,
takes
holy
longer
is-
than 5 minutes to eat?
That is okay. Jiggy can eat on my back too. Good walk. Short walk. Sometimes maybe need to poop. Nah, I start unbuckling the Jiggy.
Oh my god.
I make sure to put like a buckle on his neck as a leash.
Antonella looks at you, Raise. She's like, oh, that's wonderful. And you can tell in Shay, she's like, fuck.
Oh shit. I like instinctively like stand a little further in front of Nelly.
I make sure to buckle one end to the Jiggy's neck and one end to my arm.
Okay. So, so she says, "Well, I guess we'd better carry him into the jungle then." And she kind of looks at you,
Yes.
Raze.
Good idea. Jungle, good. I like the
Raises-
jungle.
Raze is like thinking to himself and just like gives this small smile. Alright. Yeah, let's go take this. Let's go take them to the little jungle over there. And I guess we walk over there.
So,
Who's watching the cart?
but who's on
I mean,
first?
the Jiggy's tied to well.
Okay. So going into the jungles, it seems quite humid today, as you see just a very low level of fog hovering along the ground.
Jiggy, you like the smell? I think good.
It snarls at you, and once sufficiently away from the wagon, Antonella says, "Okay, I think this should be a good spot to try feeding him."
Yes, good spot. I like it too.
So
Nice,
let's set him down and untie him.
I untie, but we'll keep it leashed in case go too far.
Right. So
I untie him.
the Jiggy is unclothed as it slowly like pushes itself to stand up on its two hind legs, clearly trying to be taller than Bhom as it's letting out a low threatening hiss.
I put some jerky on the ground in front of him.
It turns around. It's lightly swatting you with its tail. It's it's a very thick, chunky tail, trying to get you to move away, Bhom.
More space, good. I put another jerky slightly further away, but still in front of it.
It's going to look down the jerky, and then at Bhom, and then down at the jerky, and then at Bhom, and kind
I
of
smile at it.
Oh shit.
Keep going.
as you smile, the Jiggy just seems to get more agitated, as it's like as seems to, rather than try to bite at the jerky, it seems to be trying to bite at the leash around its neck.
Oh no, not good. Bite jerky, jerky edible, leash not edible.
Oh, I have a plan, but I'm going to need Bhom to turn around or just be behind Bhom.
Well, how are you gonna do that, buddy?
I just slowly slink through the bush as Bhom is very like staring at the Jiggy, waiting for it to eat.
Come, Nelly. We must feed Jiggy together. Put some soup in front of him.
Ray's just like does a small inaudible whisper, and I cast blindness on Bhom.
Oh. All right.
Oh.
Is there? Let me look up blindness real quick. Do. All right. This is a choose one to makes a saving throw. All right. Bhom, make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
There you go.
It's just 1d20 plus Constitution modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 17.
Oh my god. He passes, but it's a very inaudible spell from a mile away, so I don't think bhom even realizes anything happened.
Nope.
Like,
The first one, the
Oh,
first
missed.
roll that he gets more than 10 in, and it's the one to get rid of the Jiggy.
Oh, my Jiggy. It's for my Jiggy.
Ray's like
No.
slowly sneaks over to Nelly and says, "What happened to drop one of those sleep potions with you?"
She takes out a little baggie of red pills and says, "If you crush one of these up and blow it in his face, I think it should do the trick."
Come on, Jiggy. Stop
Ray-
tug of war. We must eat. You are
Ray's
starving.
like slowly wanders up, crushing it in his hand, and just goes at bhom.
Oh, Mossman, what are you? Oh,
Okay. All right.
that I
so-
just like the big fall over. Bam.
Well, first, we need to see if it works. So, Raise, roll 5d8.
True. Oh, 5d8.
Oh, great. Okay. Roll 5, 8, 23.
Gosh dang! Wow.
Bhom,
that-
how much HP do you have?
What the flip? I have 36.
Ray's wanders over, grabs another one. Hey,
Oh, Redman, aren't you supposed to be guarding cats? What are you doing?
Oh.
Here, go.
Bhom
Protect
Bhom
kobolds before they
resists
run.
the blindness and the sleep and the sleeping and the sleeping pills.
oh my god.
And now you've been uncovered.
As Nelly just puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "It's not happening today." As
I think soup better. Come, Nelly. Take soup, feed Jiggy. Put in front of Jiggy. Possibly drink.
she looks at you and just says, "Okay," as she kind of resigns herself to what's going to happen.
Ray's is just like standing there, like just holding his like one hand on his staff, just like. Oh.
Okay. So, she takes a piece of jerky and holds it out to the Jiggy. As, let's see. So she rolled a 23. So the Jiggy actually takes the food from her.
Dang! Oh, it
So
first
she is an
eat.
animal handler.
It first eat. Nelly, you lie, liar.
As
Good with animals.
as the Jiggy
He's
kind of
just
sniffs
dumbstruck right now.
as the Jiggy kind of sniffs at her, and particularly around where her ears poke up through her hair, and it seems to find the smell calming as it takes the jerky from her hand. And she just looks
Dang.
she almost looks mad that it worked.
Now I watch and you feed. Very good combo. Teamwork. Good.
Ray's is just, oh my god.
Come now,
my
Jiggy.
God.
We go for a nice walk.
The Jiggy seems a bit calmer now that it's been fed, and with some reluctance, it does begin following the leash. As Nelly says, "What have I done?"
Oh
Oh,
god.
let's go. Okay.
Okay.
Let's walk
Lolly?
back to camp.
I do not think I can make it through the rest of the session.
Oh, you feeling all right, man?
Everyone in the house has been getting sick lately, and my head's starting to kill me. So,
Ah,
starting to
you
get.
know, well, you know what? Fair. I think Nelly having an "Oh God, what have I done" moment at successfully feeding a giant velociraptor. That's a pretty good note
I
to end
can't.
out on.
I can't believe Nelly just semi-tamed bhom's pet.
His
All
feral
according to
raptor.
plan.
His
Yo!
feral raptor,
Soon to be domestic.
in which bhom will simply name Nelly to.
Still Jiggy. Maybe Jiggy. Jig Nelly.
Jiggly.
But
Jiggly.
yeah,
Jiggly.
so so yeah, to everyone
Something,
watching,
something, puff.
this is going to be another shorter session because I put the health of my players first and foremost. But I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Hopefully this was some good fun, and hopefully next time we can we'll have a properly lengthy session. Until then, I've been your host Lottie, or well GM, but at host GM Potato. This has been Gallant and Bomb and their funny raptor adventures, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.